Hello, my name is Delmonte Gathright. I'll be giving a quick synopsis of my research project. Stories of women during war has skated along the lines the husband goes off to fight and the wife is left alone with the children. In most cases, women had to make do by themselves. In some cases, women had to go out and get jobs or risk losing their home while their husband was off to war. In such a situations, women had to take on career roles that they never have done before. Women usually had two roles during war. One was to manage to take care of their family and the upkeep of the farm or the property they own. Second, some of them had to take on jobs that help out with the war. Some women supported the war efforts, while others hated the thought of war. The idea of their husband or sons having to fight did not sit well with them, so they rebelled against it. This research will help see women in a different light when it comes to war. This research will be about women of the American Revolutions. If you were to research early battles regarding women, 9 out of 10 times you would get the same outcome or outlook. The era of the American Revolution was different for women than any other war. For example, during the French and Indian War, we had what they called camp women, who were not in the military, but they followed the military around. These women were important at times, and at times they stood in the way of progress. They had the conventional roles that women took on during war, such as nurses, cooks, and laundry. Throughout history, it had always been the nurses that received the most recognition among women. Often exposed because they was often exposed to the unpleasantry of war. Being a being a nurse was not an easy task. As we make a transition to the American Revolution era, the role of women has drastically changed. Before 1764, women's roles were confined to mostly to domestic work. The attempt for higher education and the lure for women was about to come to a short halt. According to Linda Keeber, it was taken for granted that women would maintain the household economy when their menfolk were at work. The traditional woman domestic domain was about to change. The role of a soldier, a spy, or a political figure started to make way. Names such as Mary Hayes, that could be our infamous Molly Pitcher, Deborah Simpson, who's also known as Robert Shirtliff, who disguised herself as a man to fight for the Continental Army, or one of the defenders of Fort Washington who goes by the name Margaret Corbin. Or we have Lydia Darragh who spied for the Patriot cause. Last but not least, we have political figures such as Esther D. Burdett and Abigail Adams. In the biblical era, we had important women figures such as Deborah, Rahab, Esther, and Ruth, just to give a few names. The American Revolution era may not be the first instance of women in battle, but it is worthy of being noted. Before this time, woman was considered lover and not famous, as that famous saying goes. So I look forward to completing this research project. I hope everyone has success in completing their research project. Thank you.